launching a new product, it can feel like taking this giant swing in the dark, right?
Oh, even.
Pour everything into it, and then you're just kind of hoping it connects, hoping it sells.
Yeah, that leap of faith.
So today, we're really going to dive deep into how you can use social media, not just to launch, but to create like a real buzz and actually drive those crucial first sales, which is what it's all about, really.
Yeah, absolutely.
And actually, speaking of getting noticed, if you're looking to maybe give your social profiles a bit of an immediate boost, attract a wider audience right off the bat, check out rapidboost.net.
Good tip. And yeah, we're going beyond just the basics today. Our goal really is to give you some actionable steps, how you can turn that idea into, well, actual excitement and real results when you launch that first product. Doesn't matter if you're solo or a small team.
Okay, let's get into it then. The stuff we looked at today, it really stresses that the groundwork, it happens way before launch day.
Oh, absolutely. It's all about building that anticipation, laying that foundation.
And the very first step seems to be, well, knowing who you're talking to. Audience research.
Yeah, and what's interesting is using social media for more than just, like, shouting your message.
Listening, you mean?
Exactly. Tuning in. The sources talk about getting active in, say, Facebook groups, Reddit groups, places where your niche hangs out. Really get a feel for what they talk about day to day and setting up like Twitter keyword alerts for the problems your product solves. Super insightful.
Right, so you're going straight to the source, hearing their actual frustrations, their desires. I thought the bit about analyzing competitors' engaged followers was smart too.
Not just the numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like who's actually commenting? What are they asking? What's missing for them? That can show you where the real opportunity is.
Precisely. And this research, it's basically the bedrock, for your whole pre-launch plan. Once you really get your ideal customer what they need, what they want, where they are online, then you can start making teaser content that actually lands.
Yeah, the week-by-week plan felt really practical. Like week 1, a cryptic image or video, just sparking curiosity, right?
Get them wondering, what's this?
Then week 2, behind-the-scenes stuff. Photos, little videos on stories or reels showing the process. That starts building a connection, I think.
Yeah, people like the story behind the thing. It feels more human.
And then week 3, getting them involved. Using polls on Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, asking about features, packaging, how they'd use it.
That's brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah.
It makes them feel invested.
Yeah.
It stops being you just telling them stuff and starts being a conversation. They feel like they have a stake in it. That Fitbit case study was a great example.
Oh, yeah, the smartwatch launch.
6 weeks of teasers, challenges, influencers, and boom, 3 times the waitlist signups.
Right.
That really shows this strategy works.
Absolutely. It just highlights how powerful that pre-launch buzz can be. And speaking of waitlists, the sources really hammered home the value of building one, creating that exclusivity, that FOMO.
FOMO, exactly. That fear of missing out. Everyone else is getting something cool and you're not yet. And offering real perks for signing up early access, a discount, maybe some bonus content, makes it, a no-brainer if they're already interested.
And the tactical stuff, like using Instagram Stories countdown sticker.
Yeah.
Love that. Adds that urgency.
Oh yeah, those are super effective. It's happening soon, don't miss out. Plus, featuring content from beta users or early testimonials.
Social proof.
Exactly. Adds so much credibility. It's not just you saying it's great, it's real people.
Yeah, you trust people like you more than the brand itself, usually.
Pretty much. So this whole pre-launch phase, it's about nurturing that interest, building a little community of people who are genuinely excited for launch day.
Okay, so you've got the buzz going. What's next? Choosing the right platforms.
Right.
And timing.
Critical step. Because, like the sources say, you can't just blast your message everywhere and hope for the best. It doesn't work like that.
You need to be strategic.
Totally.
Yeah.
Laser focused. So Instagram, great for visual stuff, younger audience working with influencers.
Makes sense.
Facebook's got that broad reach. Good for community building think groups, maybe live events for educating people.
Right.
Twitter, that's more for real-time chat, tech news, sauce, kind of breaking news vibe. LinkedIn, obviously, B2B, software, services.
Yeah.
Establishing thought leadership, networking.
And TikTok.
Huge viral potential there, especially for quirky visuals, fun demos. If you're targeting Gen Z, millennials, got to consider it.
So the main takeaway is don't try to be everywhere.
Exactly. Find where your people are most active and focus your energy there. Spreading yourself too thin just dilutes everything.
Okay, and then timing. That's tied into the platform choice.
Yeah, closely linked. The sources gave those average best times, like Instagram 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., Facebook 9 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Twitter maybe 1 p.m. to 3 p.m., LinkedIn more morning and midday.
Right, but they also wisely say, these are just averages, you have to experiment.
Find out when your specific audience is online and engaged.
Precisely. Are they scrolling on the commute? Lunch break? Evening? Aligning your content makes sense. Maybe a teaser morning, announcement midday, live Q&A evening, that kind of thing.
And keep checking those analytics that came up again and again.
Go constantly. It's not set and forget. You need to see what's actually working. Track engagement, likes, comments, shares, save.
Click-throughs to the product page.
Conversions, definitely. Hashtag use, overall reach, all of it.
And using the built-in tools, Instagram Insights, Facebook Business Suite, all those.
Yep. They tell you which posts, which times, which formats are hitting the mark.
Yeah.
Then you use that data to tweak things.
Makes sense. It's iterative.
Completely. You're always testing. Different headlines, visuals, calls to action. Maybe try polls versus quizzes and stories. See what gets more interaction. Use that early feedback to refine your message. Handle objections.
Okay, so that covers your own content and timing. What about getting other people involved? Influencers, user advocacy?
Yeah, that's another huge piece. Leveraging voices beyond your own brand. That point about trusted recommendations really stood out.
It's powerful when someone else, someone authentic, talks about your product.
And interestingly, the focus was often on micro-influencers. 5K to 50K followers.
Why them specifically?
Research suggests their audiences are often more tight-knit, more engaged. Their recommendations can feel more genuine, more relatable than from like a huge celebrity.
Right. It feels less like an ad and more like a friend telling you about something. And they're tools to find them, right? Like Affluence or BuzzSumo.
Yeah, those can help. The key is finding influencers who are already in your space, using similar products, talking about the pain points you solve. That makes the partnership feel natural.
And the ways to collaborate. Giving samples for honest reviews.
Co-hosting live unboxings on Insta or TikTok.
Joint giveaways are always popular.
Yeah, requiring follows, shares.
Yeah.
Gets the excitement spreading.
And then encouraging your actual users to become advocates. Creating a launch hashtag. Simple but effective.
Totally. Then you can easily find and repost their content, their testimonials. Maybe offer referral bonuses after launch, too. Turn happy customers into active promoters.
That statistic was telling, what was it? 61% trust influencer recommendations over brand content.
Something like that, yeah. It really drives home the value of these trusted voices, whether it's influencers or just happy early customers sharing their experiences.
Okay, so pre-launch is done, platform's chosen, influencers on board, it's launch day. How do you make a splash?
Right. Now you shift gears. From teasers to the big reveal, and it's not just one post, it's a campaign across channels.
So like a high-energy video. Or a carousel post showing the benefit.
Exactly. Something punchy, visual, clear, and then push it out across your main platforms pretty close together, maybe within an hour, creates that coordinated impact.
And penning the announcement post, simple trick, but keeps it visible?
Definitely. And don't forget live video. Go live, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, wherever makes sense. Do real-time demos.
Answer questions on the spot.
Address objections, maybe even bring on a beta user for a live testimonial. It builds trust fast.
And launch day offers. Limited time stuff.
Classic for a reason.
Right.
First 100 buyers get X, exclusive bundles, creates urgency, rewards the early birds, and make buying easy.
Yeah, clear swipe up links, link in bio, pointing straight to the product, reduce that friction.
Absolutely crucial. And then the real-time engagement piece. Monitor everything posts, mentions, DMs, respond quickly.
Celebrate those first customers publicly.
Yes. Share their excitement, their unboxing pics as they come in. It builds that community feel right away.
Makes those first buyers feel special, builds loyalty. So launch day isn't the end, though. It's just the start of the next phase, right? Analyzing, optimizing.
Exactly. Can't just switch to autopilot. You got to keep watching those metrics. Engagement, clicks, conversions, hashtag use, reach.
Checking the platform analytics dashboards regularly.
Yep. See what's working best now, which posts are driving sales, what times are still good, maybe adjust your ad spend based on what you're seeing.
So it's still about experimenting.
Always. Trying different angles in your captions, new creatives, different calls to action. Maybe test different story formats again. Use the feedback coming in to fine-tune everything. It's a continuous loop.
And sharing the wins, that seemed important too.
Yeah, posting milestones. We hit 100 sales. Sharing great testimonials, thank you messages to the community. It keeps the momentum going, makes people feel part of the success.
Builds that loyalty long term.
Yeah.
Okay, so the sources kind of boiled all this down into a checklist, didn't they?
Yeah, super useful summary, basically.
1, research and plan. Know your customer, platforms, pain points, make that teaser calendar.
2. Build anticipation. Waitlist, teasers, polls, countdowns.
3. Partner and amplify. Micro-influencers, happy customers, get samples out, collaborate.
4. Prep launch day content. Video, carousels, stories, emails, get posts scheduled.
5. Go live and engage. Announce everywhere, do live demos, interact constantly, spotlight user content.
And 6. Analyze and optimize. Check analytics hourly, daily at first, adjust, test, celebrate wins.
That's a solid framework, covers all the bases.
Definitely. It gives you that clear structure for putting together a strong social media launch. And remember, every launch teaches you something for the next one.
So wrapping up this deep dive, launching your first product on social, it's clearly way more than just posting randomly.
It's a whole strategy.
Yeah. Strategic pre-launch buzz, picking the right platforms and timing, using trusted voices, making launch day content compelling, and then that continuous analysis and tweaking.
That sums it up perfectly. And maybe one final thought for you listening.
Go on.
Think about the story you're actually telling with this launch. Beyond just selling a thing, how do you make your audience feel like they're part of something bigger? What's that lasting impression you want to leave?
That's a great question to ponder. So hopefully you can take these ideas, these strategies we've talked about, and really start planning how to make your first product launch on social media a real success, something memorable for your customers.